welcome back to Reading the Word and Understanding the Bible verse. Today I read Acts 25 and Acts 26, and what I find interesting or what stood out to me the most is this is Paul, and you gotta remember, Felix left, okay, because he moved to a different type of government position. Now Festus took over the government of where they were at. And when he took over, he's still confused on what's going on here with Paul and why he's in prison. So Festus says, there's no way, I don't want to kill him because I don't understand what's going on, okay? And so Festus wanted to kind of please the Jews and wanted him to say, Paul, why don't you just go back to Jerusalem and solve it? And Paul says, I am in Caesar's court right now. So Paul's saying, I'm in Caesar's court. Let's solve this issue. And Felix says, I don't want to do that. I'm scared. I'm not doing this now. It's too much pressure. So he asked somebody else to come in to help him with this. And this king comes in, and now the king understands what's going on now because Felix is talking to him, and they're talking to Paul and going, what can we do? So the king and Felix are saying, well, if we're going to send him to a higher court, a higher judge than what we are, we have to write some type of claim to Paul, so that way they understand what's going on. We know that the Jews don't want him to live, but we can't press any charges against him. There's nothing for us to prove what's wrong with Paul. The Jews are saying, the only thing that they're saying is that in 19 is that it's a dispute between their religion and this man that is dead, but is named Jesus. But Paul claims that he is alive and that he's not dead, that he rose from the grave, and that the resurrection is correct, and that Jesus did conquer death. So Paul is still fighting for Jesus 100%. And these Jews still want him to go to Jerusalem, so when he's on the way, they could kill him and get rid of Paul. And then they could be like, finally it's over. Because that's what they want to do. You gotta remember, these Jews are against Paul 100%. They're following him around to different courts now in Rome just to get rid of him. And it's not working. The Roman citizens are like, you can't do this. This is not how we judge here. And so it's really interesting how the Romans are like, we're not sending this. So now we are going to send him to the emperor. The emperor's going to deal with this because we're only governors and we can't deal with this. One's a governor, one's a king. We're not doing this. Send it to the high emperor. He'll deal with this issue. But they didn't know what to write to the emperor of what's going on. So that's where 25 ends, and that's where 26 begins. So continue with me on this Bible study. Pray that you guys have a good day, blessed day. Love you guys, and God bless.